James Bond director Sam Mendes has spoken about his potential future with the franchise. Before joining the long-running spy series adapted from the works of novelist Ian Fleming, Mendes was best known as the Oscar-winning director of 1999's American Beauty, the feature that also won Best Picture at the 2000 Academy Awards ceremony. His first Bond feature was the 2012 Daniel Craig-era outing Skyfall. He then returned to helm 2015's Spectre. However, the final Craig movie, 2021's No Time to Die, was helmed by Cary Joji Fukunaga, and the upcoming James Bond 26 has no attached director. Inverse recently interviewed Mendes while the filmmaker was promoting the HBO series The Franchise, on which he is an executive producer. When asked if he would consider returning for another James Bond movie, he referenced the 1983 Bond movie Never Say Never Again by saying never say never, though he did express doubt about the prospect. He says that he appreciated the opportunity to expand his creativity to a larger scale, but he thinks the producers are looking for slightly more malleable people who are earlier in their career. Read his full quote below. What Sam Mendes' comments mean for James Bond. A new director will most likely be brought in. Daniel Craig as James Bond drinking a martini in Spectre. In the early days of the franchise, directors would recur nearly as often as the James Bond actors, even overlapping across multiple eras. For instance, John Glenn directed 5 movies in a row, spanning the Roger Moore and Timothy Dalton eras. The other directors to helm titles in multiple eras were Guy Hamilton, Sean Connery and Roger Moore, and Lewis Gilbert, also Sean Connery and Roger Moore. However, since the end of Glenn's run with 1989's License to Kill, only Mendes has directed more than one Bond feature and no director has helmed installments starring 2 different actors. This modern precedent could indicate that the current shepherds of the James Bond movies are indeed looking for a fresh approach as they prepare the new movie, as Mendes suggests in his comments. However, it remains to be seen how the cast and crew come together as the movie develops. Once the official casting announcement has been made, it seems likely that the remaining key figures will be put into place relatively quickly afterward as the new installment properly ramps up pre-production. Our take on Sam Mendes' James Bond return comments. The director seems to have moved on. Daniel Craig as James Bond talking to Ben Whishaw as Q in an art museum in Skyfall. It could be gratifying to see the director return to the James Bond movies, especially considering the fact that Skyfall remains one of the most well-regarded installments and is currently the 5th highest-ranked movie on Rotten Tomatoes with a 92% score. However, it seems that Mendes has fully moved on from the franchise, applying the lessons he learned about a grander scale of filmmaking elsewhere, such as his ambitious, Oscar-winning war epic 1917.